Friday morning. Flats are here picking up some shavings that we've been drying for them. There's a truck behind as well for maize gluten, I think. We had 10 mil of rain yesterday. Yard's drying off again. Ian's just brushing up because some sawdust is blowing around the yard. But will we get drilling? Let's see. There's a problem with the boiler. I'll go and see what's going on. Oh well, the boiler was a relatively easy fix. We thought there was something catastrophic wrong and either the transformer or the actuator gone. I held the button, Rob hit it with a hammer and it started working now, so job done. It's actually a cracking day now. I've been in meetings all morning. Got that planning permission, haven't I, to convert them offices at Brook House. But obviously, got a fun doing it on the back of a rubbish harvest. So I'm just looking at best options with the bank about the term on the money really, that straw shed, whether we do both or we just do one thing or whatever. But can't really stand still any longer. We need to get going and stuff. Like I say, if we don't start by November, the planning will lapse. I know you're not going to do a lot to start, but equally if we're going to start, we must get them built, get them rented out and get some more cash flow coming in as well. So lots of things. Same with the straw shed. Don't really need it this side of harvest now, but then next year probably will. I need to repair the other one at Brook House because it needs some of the pillars sorting out. It's got to be empty in order to do that because it involves some welding. Can't weld when it's full of hay. Build the other shed, move the hay across and sort that out, but it's all money, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go see how Andrew's getting on with the drills, get my car keys. Just come to see how Andrew's getting on. Want a bit of wheat in here. A little bit breezy. It's fine for the drill though. It's like 19 degrees. A nice moist seed bed. And heat. This will be up in a few days. Makes a change from last September drilling wheat, where you couldn't see the red on the wheels, everything was muddy. Thing there just sticking a bit. Even a bit of dust, even though we had 10 mil of rain yesterday. Yeah, this is where Rob has been repairing the bits and bobs, and he's also reinforced it as well while he's been in there. Might as well while we're doing it. Just put the rollers on, just checking the indicators. Off to a bit of rolling, funnily enough. Yeah, so I was going to go rolling, but that bearing's obviously failed. Probably when I folded up yesterday maybe and put it in the carriers. So as I've just lifted it out now, it's I've just noticed. Good job I did, because if that had worn out, it would have all them would have fell off the axle and it'd have been a right mess. And this wind's got up a little bit, not that matters, but if you look at this, I'll show you around this side. Just started raining. There's spits on there. So I'll fold up and go back to the yard. Oh. I was looking forward to a nice Friday afternoon job. No stress, just GPS on, up and down. I'll show you this anyway while I'm here. We've got SFI cover crop coming up, so the idea is roll it, squash the stones in and the lumps, and then in the spring we can just spray it off, stitch the wheat straight in into a nice flat field, because there's the odd stone and hump and bump. But yeah, I have to leave it now. I don't think I'll get a bearing tonight before they shut. Just rang the bearing shop and they actually might have one, and if they have, they're going to leave it at the gates for me. So they're ringing me back in a minute. Going along, and then suddenly the mudguard looks like it's falling off. Started catching the wheel. What's happened there? Oh look, bolts come out of that. Bit annoying. one of them bolts that comes slack, so I'll just take it off. Could be anywhere here. That should stay on there now, I hope. It's a bit Mad Max now, driving back. That's what you call service. One on the shelf. Might give me something to do over the weekend if it's not raining. So we can get out their yard now. I've never wished you hadn't started something. So I put the rollers on, got to the field, bearing gone, couldn't roll. On the way home, the mudguard fell off. So I'm now back in the yard an hour later with broken rollers and a broken tractor on a Friday afternoon, thinking maybe I should have just knocked off at 4 o'clock and had a brew and a biscuit. Because now I've got a few hours worth of messing about, fixing stuff. I'm actually dropping the rollers off so we can take the wood chipper out of the workshop. Because Andrew's been helping Rob fix it. They've welded up the bits and bobs, and he's actually plated something to make it a little bit stronger, because we thought there's plenty of space, why not? This is all fixed now and reinforced. Rob's just going to fold up the side so we can pull it out of the workshop. So it's just ready for its new blades and its new counter knife sliding in. But yeah, it's went with a bit of a bang, that old sledgehammer that went through it, or lump hammer. We didn't bother with the insurance in the end. We decided that we weren't mega busy with field work, so we could get right into it and do it. So I think we'll save an insurance claim for when it's a bit bigger repair. Move it on out. At least this fits in the workshop, unlike the other one. Ian's moved on to his winter car now. Mainly because the other one's broken. And that one's broken, and that one's broken. This is the bit of field that we had to scrape the box, pulling the hump, putting it in the hollow. I'm just working it up now in case it rains and the rain goes through, because it's level and it has been taking it. But if we give it a bit of surface area, if it does come wet, you get a windy afternoon and it'll soon dry out. So I think it looks quite good. Still a bit of a hump here though. Maybe we'll do a bit more next year. So I'd never noticed before, when you put it down, you get a little arrow there. Never seen that before. You can also, as well, if you just feather that, you can lower it down gently so that the feet don't smash the floor. Got the leaves that have blown into the intake bin, bay. Bit of mud flicked up on this. That was some of the stuff by the ditch. There's a bit of slop come out the ditch and it kind of went round that wheel and flew everywhere. So it's not as clean as Andrew's fence. Rob's put the old, well, I say old, never used it yet, oxtail log, can't even speak, log splitter on the Solace. I think my dad wants to split some logs tomorrow. And what's going on here? You know how this was leaking the other day. I'll go round. The bonnet catches the other side. This was leaking. Well, they came yesterday and it was leaking here somewhere. Anyway, they put a new radiator on it and a new top hose. So that is all hunky-dory now. Rob claims this is the most reliable tractor on the yard, but I do think, other than a steering angle sensor being cleaned on that one, I don't think there's been anything wrong with these at all. One does have a slight oil leak though, doesn't it? Let's just see. Yeah, there's a bit damp in there. There's a slight oil leak down there somewhere, so once we finish drilling, we'll get them to have a look at that. Fert spreaders in the back. We've got some fertiliser coming next week. One load every day for 3 days. I'm quite chuffed actually. I've been going through stuff this morning, in fact, cash flows and stuff. I bought my fertiliser quite a while ago, sold some wheat the same day, My average sale price of wheat so far is over £200 and it's dropped to about 160 now. And to make things worse or better for me, the price I paid for the fertiliser we ordered at is £160 a tonne, cheaper than what it's currently at. So I've got that right. Might not be a lot of grain to sell, but at least I bought the fertiliser right for next year. And any wheat I've sold so far, I've sold right. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that after such a difficult year. Bit of a stick on the arm. It'll be nice to know I've got something right. Right, I'll be quick today. So yesterday it was Jeff Warburton's birthday. I forgot, it's Jeff Warburton from Cheshire with the new potato, so happy birthday to him. Cosmo, who's 4, wishes Moomat, who's 70, happy birthday. Harvey and Francis, happy wedding day from Raking Gin, Moseley. Purdy Clark's 13, that's an easy one. James McClintock is congratulations on your line check, which now means you can fly the East Anglia Air Ambulance. Nigel Shaw, easy, he's 60. Amber Leddingham is sweet, 16. And Fifi Felix Sutton, happy birthday. So that is today's birthdays. And also it's Morgan's birthday. I forgot to put Morgan on. Happy birthday, Morgan. So wish him well in the comments. There's John, looking like the RAC with all the flashing lights. Right then. It's this spraying now the wind's dropped this afternoon. John's actually going to fill up and go back out because today's probably the last day of spraying for a bit. I think it's 50km/h winds next week as well. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.